to Sippin Spillin. Syd here. I'm driving back from running some errands, and I decided to go ahead and film Sippin Spillin by myself because Frankie's got a concert tonight, and we actually are going to have a house guest tonight. Will of Will and Jen, our friends from California that are moving back here to Mississippi. Will's actually originally from Mississippi. He decided he's gonna drive straight through and he's gonna stay at our house for a couple days before his house is ready. So I'm getting home so I can just, do some last minute cleaning up and change the sheets and stuff before he gets there, before we have to leave, because he'll probably get there while we're gone. And so, typical. In 1 mile. Typical busy mom stuff, right? And that's what happens when you have your GPS on and it decides to talk to you, because I have the Santa voice on, but it's all good. So anyway, a lot of comments lately. I wanted to kind of get into something a bit. A lot of comments on 3 Mississippi lately with Frankie being so involved. She loves driving Kenny, the tractor, and she's actually really good at dealing with handling the tractor and doing all of that. And we want to encourage that. We want her to be capable and learn different skills, and we think it's very, very good for her. And I can't make this thing shut up enough. And we think that, it's, why won't it stop talking? I always turn it down and then it comes back up and it's really annoying. Sorry, my apologies. I just a series of unfortunate events. My mount just popped off of my dashboard, so hopefully the camera doesn't go flying while I'm doing this. So we'll see. But anyway, we like her to learn these things, and she wants to learn these things. So, for us, being able to give her all these different skills is important. Besides the fact that we are working on reestablishing and going way bigger on our family farm, and it's going to be part of her legacy, it's going to be part of her responsibility, it's going to be all things that she needs to do. And I believe wholeheartedly, as well as Mike, that she needs to be doing those things. And she has her normal chores that she's responsible for in the house, just basic picking up after herself. She does her own laundry. She's responsible for unloading the dishwasher. She's responsible for doing the kitty litter, some basic things like that. She doesn't have a ton of inside the house chores because there are certain things that she'd rather do certain things outside, and so I feel like we're good with that. That being said, and a lot of you, let me preface this with, I know a lot of you that watch Sippin Spillin are, I won't say you're our diehards, but you're our core people, right? You're the people that really follow us and support us, and we adore you guys. There are some people that watch 3 Mississippi, they like to be keyboard warriors or whatever, right? Whatever. It's going to be, when you put your life on the internet, you're going to get the good, the bad, and the everything in between. That's just the way it is. But there's been a few people making comments about, Mike being a lazy dad, or Frankie doing all the work, things like that. So I wanted to address this by myself because I feel like if Mike says it, I don't know. I just feel like I need to, and I know he always says I don't need to defend him, and I'm not trying to defend him in that sense, but I just want to say that Mike is a very involved dad. We both take being parents very seriously. It's like we've said before, raising her is the most important job come up as we've been raising her. Very few times have we really had to like sit down and like have a deep discussion about something because we don't agree on how to handle a situation. So we're very blessed in that sense that we do kind of come at it from the same angle, which is surprising considering that he and I were raised very 180 degrees different from each other, and had very different experiences growing up. So that being said, you know, Mike and Frankie have a very, I think it's adorable relationship. Yes, they get on each other's nerves sometimes, you know, yes, she's like a preteen that sometimes like, oh, dad, you know, the typical thing, right? But she does that with me too. But like he braids her hair a lot of times. He's gotten into like learning different kinds of braids. So like they watch TV together and he braids her hair. They've gotten really into getting ready and preparing for deer hunting this season, and he's been teaching her and taking her shooting, and there's lots of things like that that people don't see because it's private family time. And while we show you guys our journey on the farm and a little peek behind our family life, we don't necessarily want to have to be working, filming every little aspect of our lives, because there's some things that are private, and those moments together in the evening where he's braiding her hair and they've gone and pulled the trail cam footage and they're sitting there going through the footage together to see if they caught any deer on camera. You know, those are special moments that only I get to peek in on, I feel like, you know, that we don't have to share. And you know, I think that it's important to remember that in a 20 to 30 minute YouTube video of us showing you something that we're working on, while we try to show you a realistic version of it, there's also things that sometimes we might be highlighting over something else. So you might see what looks like Frankie doing the majority of something by herself. There's two reasons for that. Number one, it might be something that she hasn't done before. So Mike is taking her through the steps and really showing her. So it looks like she's doing all the work, because that's how people learn, is doing it, like hands-on, right? So he may have done one and shown her whatever, you know, putting a widget on a square. I don't know, whatever. He may have shown her that, and now he wants her to put the widgets on the square. And that's what we're showing on film, you know. And then you'll see times where they're legitimately doing something together because it's something she's done a million times, and he can count on her to like help him do it. And she likes it. Like, she likes mixing cement by hand. Weird, I know, but she does. She enjoys it. So I don't know, I guess just kind of a reminder that I know it's just like when I watch an actor on TV or somebody's YouTube or whatever, you feel like you know them to a point, even if you've never met them, just because you feel like you've been following along. And we love that people feel like that, you know, that we're able to kind of show them parts of our lives and parts of what we're doing and how we're choosing to live. The flip side of that is it's impossible to show you guys some of those quieter moments where, you know, they're just bonding and having nice father-daughter time outside of only when they're working, because that doesn't make for good homesteading channel content, right? So it's kind of just one of those things. But they have really enjoyed, since we've gotten here, being outside together, riding around on the four-wheeler, checking fence lines, checking the deer cams, and preparing for their first big hunt together, which, by the way, they did go out twice now. They have not been able to get anything yet. They didn't see anything. So that's weird. I wonder why that did that. So I'm sorry, my car is just having a mind of its own right now. I'm not quite sure what's going on. But anyway, it's just one of those things where you're seeing a 30-minute edited version of an event that took place over either several days or several hours, in most cases. So I don't know, I just kind of, I guess as a general reminder for those of you that don't have a YouTube channel or maybe hadn't thought about that, you know, that's you're seeing a snippet. You're seeing one thing that our channel is focused on, and that's what you're seeing. And we've just had people saying like, he's a lazy dad, or she does all the work, and that's just not the way it is. Same thing like I've mentioned before, where people saying like, I'm not doing certain things. I'm doing other things that are not necessarily like YouTube worthy content. Like, nobody wants to watch me scrub a toilet and make dinner every night. You know what I mean? Like, there's certain things that I'm like, it's like I redid the dining room table and the chairs the other day, but I had already shown you guys how I redid the other furniture, and I was like, I'm doing the same process, so kind of no point in filming that again, so I just kind of feel like it's one of those things to just kind of keep in mind, I guess. And when we have livestock, there's going to be a lot more that I'm involved in. There's aspects that Mike and Frankie excel at, and there's aspects that I excel at. My jam is livestock. That is what my role is, as well as keeping the household going. And I feel like that's an important role, but again, it's not a YouTube-worthy role right now of me keeping the household going and doing mom stuff. That's just not super exciting, But I am very active in every aspect of it, maybe just not physically out there doing certain things with them at certain times. So, but anyway, I just thought, I wanted to address that because, Mike loves his daughter. He wants her to learn different things, as do I. I want her to be, yeah, I knew that was gonna happen as I turned, because it's like oh, my life today, I swear. I just put this car mount in, and it's supposed to stick to the thing, and when it wasn't quite ready yet, Frankie was messing with it, and I told her, I was like, don't touch it. I just put it in, and I think she loosened the seal on it, so now it's not sticking. Cool. Anywho, it is what it is. So I'll have to see if I can't like fix it. But that being said, I just wanted to, I guess defend some of the last few videos on Through Mississippi a little bit, in that sense, just because he's not a lazy dad. He's just not. She's very much on the forefront of his mind and how he teaches her. He's very patient with her. He's more patient with her than he is with me. I get frustrated when he tries to teach me stuff that he knows about, because I feel like he's way more patient with other people than he is with me. Like, he expects for me to mind meld with him, and so we tend to just, there's certain things that we've learned that we just don't work together well on after so many years together. So doesn't mean that we don't get along. It just means we don't teach each other well, and that's kind of one of those things where it's just, we just know that. But he's always thinking of, what's best for Frankie, what he can do to make her a better human being, to teach her another skill, to explain it in a way that she will understand. And I think that's important. So anyway, I guess I just wanted to remind you guys that, she's just not out there doing everything by herself on her own. He's very much teaching her and spending other kinds of quality time with her as well. So I don't know. That's all I wanted to really hop on here and say. But I'm gonna kill my GPS and my car mount. But I promise you, he's not a lazy dad, and she loves him very much. And we are very proud of the young lady that she is growing into, and the skills that she's learned, not only before we moved here, but since we moved here. She's just really blossoming, and I think it's cool. So we appreciate you guys. We hope that you're having a very blessed week as we lead up to the holiday season, and we will see you on the next one.